Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Major Green. Today I'll be showing you how to build your own floating fortress. It's going to be a base that floats in the water out here. And I'm going to show you every step of the way from gathering all these materials all the way up to building. Okay, the first thing you got to do is pick the location where you want to build your base. Any water spot will do, any pond or on the coast. You can even build into the water there. I'm going to show you and D4 and D3 right close to the line, just off this road. It goes down, there's a bridge right here, and it comes down around here, and it goes down a hill, and then there's two ponds right here, and I'm right here at one. I'm gonna build my base right around here, and we're gonna go in this direction, and that way if I want to add on anything, it'll be further and further out into the pond, and it'll be further away from the sides. So the only way they're going to be able to get to us will be, I'm going to leave one little dock area to be able to drive our vehicle on. Also, we'll use that to narrow all the enemies down to that one area, so I'll be able to easily defend the base. All right, let's get started. Okay, the first thing you need to do is gather these resources that I have. I've got probably more wood than I need. This is 3 van loads. And these are all the spots it takes. I had this entire thing filled with logs 3 times. That's what we have right here. And then I went out and destroyed some cars, which was not too far away. I believe it was right down over here. Or, no, it was right over here. There's a little area with some broken down cars. So I tore them down. And this is what I got from them. All the metal, some batteries, which will put all this to use, because the first thing you want to do after you get your materials is put down a table saw right where you're going to work. Okay, and once you have all your parts gathered that you think you're going to need, make sure that you have these 2 skills. You're going to want resourceful and base defense. Resourceful gives you 50% discount on building, so you definitely want that because it saves you so much effort. And the defense obviously speaks for itself. It gives you more hit points on your structures, so they'll last longer under attack. So once you have those 2 skills and all your stuff in place, let's go ahead and build a table saw and put that here. Let's put it right here next to the stuff. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna move this later. It's not permanent. It's just so that we can get started here. So put my hammer away and start chopping logs up. Okay, this should probably be enough for us to get started. You may have to mess with this a little bit to get it to exactly where you want it to be. I think like right on there is where I want to go. Okay, the first thing you want to do is load up a floor piece. We're going to be putting this in on the shore here. What I like to do is put in my first couple. Right here, I'll put in a second one. And then look at where it's facing towards here. And make sure that that's exactly where you want to end up. So you can see it's coming out right here. Right around where I want to be. We'll go with it. All right. So I'll go ahead and build a couple of these. Okay, finished off those 2. Okay, with the first 2 pieces put in, I just want to check to make sure where we are. Let's check. Load up our binoculars. Okay, yep, I'm going to end up right around here, which is where I wanted to be. So load back up our hammer and continue building our floor all the way out. Okay, here we are. I got it out to where I want it to end. Now I'm just going to add on some pieces down here for the main base. One thing when putting these floors in, they're a little touchy. See how like you just have to have the mouse in the right spot. Sometimes that spot moves around, so you just sometimes gotta fiddle with it for a little bit to get it to snap in place, but they should snap in. All right, we're back, and here is our starting platform laid in place. This is where we are in the pond. We're putting up our walls. Let's start with the windowed walls. Load up your hammer. Open the build menu. Right here under defense and windowed wall. Wall wood window is the name. So let's start putting those in. All the way around it. Okay, the main walls are in place. Let's go ahead and build those. And now we're going to start our inside part of the building. I went ahead and made this one small room over here. And now next to it, I'm going to have a large room just to have a little contrast. Let's hop up here and put in our roof pieces real quick. Go to defense, wood roof. There's one. There's one. All right, now I want to see what I want to put in for walls on the side here. So let's let's put our door down here. Go up here to get to our solid wall first. That in. Now let's put in a doorway. All right, let's put our roof on. There you are. All right, first part of the building is done. As you see, when you walk underneath the roof pieces, they turn invisible so you can see your stuff inside. That'll be my storage area. This will be my secret stash area, maybe like my trader goods, something special like that. Not the normal thing you would put in your main storage area. Okay, so that room is done. Let's build another room adjacent to it. I'm gonna put in this first wall right here. As you can see, I can put it in right where the workbench is, which is fine. I'm gonna move that workbench in a minute anyway, but for now I'm gonna leave it there because I can climb on top of it to get on the roof up here to make it easy to put in this part. There we go. Now another doorway is going to go right here. And this is going to be where I park my vehicles. You know what? Maybe I will keep that table there. It kind of looks like a little end table. When that door is closed, you won't even be able to tell. Should look pretty cool. Let's leave it. All right, next thing we need is a gate right here. Let's see, where's my gate? Gate. Flip her around. Right about there should do. into our parking garage here. Let's go ahead and finish it off. Grab our log. And bam. And there's the gate. Let's go ahead and wall off this. I don't want this to be all just one giant open room. It's not very interesting that way. Let's load up with our hammer and go back to the build menu and put in some solid walls in here. Now to recap, you have this door you have to go through, then you have this door that protects this stuff, then another door over here that will open up into what will be my work area, and that opens up next to my storage area, which is over here. And on the other side, this is our garage area, which leads us out to this point of the build, which is the wraparound deck. Okay, I don't want it to touch the driveway, so this is as far as I'm gonna go. All right, again, stop just shy of touching the actual driveway. We don't want them trying to walk around. We want to try and come right through here. Get in the door. Oh, need some more wood. Back in a minute. Right, now we're back. Let's go ahead and finish out this little bit here. All right, the first level of the base is officially done, except for the doors, obviously. We could probably go ahead and throw those in. And there we go. First floor is done. As far as the base design, we haven't filled it with anything yet, like workbenches and storage boxes, obviously. So that's part one. Let's see if we can't sleep until morning before we start part two. Yep, there we go. All right, morning. If you didn't know, you hold the Z key down and click sleep. If it's late enough, it'll let you sleep, and then you can go right straight to daytime. Let's put in our first wall here. By the way, on the outside, on the second floor, I like to put doorways and not windows. And the reason being, when you're shooting a bow, which I tend to use a lot of, and you're trying to shoot somebody right down below you, you end up hitting the wood in the window frame in there. So yeah, I use the doorway, and I just duck behind the doorway for cover when I need to, and I shoot down from it. Okay, first one's in. As you can see, I can duck back behind here for cover, but I can still shoot straight down. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and continue putting in the walls. Just repeat that all the way around. Shouldn't take long. There we go. Okay, this is the second floor. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. There's no sense in putting on a roof. You don't need it. You just want to be able to shoot out these doors right here. We can fish off our dock anywhere we want. Just remember, you can't swim in this game. You just sink like a stone. You don't die, but you sink right down to the bottom. Okay, and with this, defense is done. I have my two barbed wire logs on either side and these pits and a couple mines that'll let me know when they're heading up this way. That respawn there will be removed. In fact, let me do that right now. Okay, here's your water fortress. 2 stories. You just shoot from the top story. It's all 4. You could probably store stuff up there if you needed. If you ran out of room. I have a storage bin in here. I've only put in a couple, but you could fill this whole room up with them. And then you have this room right here to put your chemistry bench and your forge and everything else you put in here. And our garage over here with the door leads out to, I don't know what you'd call this, a walkway, I guess. You could fish off of it. Nothing can get to you from down there. The bandits can still shoot at you though if they see you. If you're line of sight, they'll still shoot at you. Keep that in mind. Now I didn't connect these, that way when they come down they have to go straight to that gate. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. This is the Water Fortress base. Don't forget to check out my other building videos and my Building 101 series. Also, I stream daily at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Tuesday, 11 a.m. and on Sunday between 1 and 3 p.m. I also am going to be starting a playthrough series this week at some point. So keep an eye out for that. As always, I'm Major Green, and I'll see you in the next video.